Hello, and welcome to training on the Me mobile app by CallDesign. This training will cover entering segment requests to be evaluated by the WFM system, both full day and partial day requests. To begin a request, click the Segment Request button on the main WFM page. This will bring you to a calendar page where you can select the date that you would like to request off, either for leave or for any other partial day exception. At the bottom of the page, it will show you your own personal account balances for any balances that apply to you. These can be vacation balances or credits. To move forward, select the day that you would like to request off, or that you'd like to request the partial day segment. And once that is selected and highlighted, you can click the Next button at the top of the page. So in this case, I've highlighted October 27th, and I'll click Next to move to the next page. Here I have the prompt to create an all-day request or a partial day request. An all-day request will submit for the entire day, and a partial day request, I have the ability to dictate the hours that I'd like to request. In this case, I will select Create All Day. This will bring me to the Segment Request page. On this page, I have a few options. The first is, what type of segment do I have the ability to request? In this case, I have some overtime segments, some other types of activities. This will be limited by my security within the workforce management system as far as the types of activities that I have the ability to request. In this case, I have the ability to request vacation paid. I'll hit OK, and that's the segment that I will request. Again, I will be requesting a full day, and I can change the dates if I'd like to. It will select the 27th, but if I'd like to enter a range of dates, I could do that by selecting perhaps October 27th, bringing up the calendar page to request also the 28th. If I'd like to enter a memo, any type of activity or request information that I'd like to place with the segment, I can click that in the memo field. Once I have the vacation request or any other type of request, does not have to be vacation. Once I have that request filled out, I would click Submit, and at this point, it'll be submitted to the workforce management system, much like using eSchedule Planner or Empower. Once I hit OK, I'll be brought back to the main workforce management page, where I can then view the request in Request Viewer, which will be covered in the next training. If I'd like to create a partial day request, the steps are very similar. I will go back into the segment request page. I will select the day in question. In this case, I'll choose today, the 18th. And I'll elect to next and then create partial day. The settings are very similar, except now I have the ability to enter a start and stop time. I'd like to request a particular type of segment. In this case, I'll request a rest day. And I'd like to request it for today. And I know my shift starts at noon, but I'd like to have it at the end of the shift. So perhaps 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I'll click the start time and choose 4 p.m. and the stop time, which would be 9 p.m. So this will submit my rest day as a partial day for the remainder of my shift on October 18th. If I'm a cross midnight agent, I'll have the ability to select the options for same day as nominal date or other nominal date options, very similar to what you may do in eSchedule Planner or Empower when requesting time off or other intraday activities. For example, if I were selecting into the next morning, I would choose day after the nominal date. If my nominal date were today, the 18th, but the segment that I'm requesting off is for the morning of the 19th. For additional details on nominal date information, please contact your team leaders. Once I have the entry as I'd like for my partial day request, I can go ahead and hit the Submit button, and this will be submitted to the workforce management system as a request. Once I hit OK, I'll be brought back to the main workforce management window, where I can then look at other options such as Request Viewer to be able to see if the activity has been passed or denied. In addition to being able to view the request in Request Viewer, the application does have support for notifications as well, where you can click on the notifications button and see the status of a particular request if notification server at your eWorkforce Management implementation has been configured for this type of messaging. In this case, it let me know that my vacation request has been approved. Again, the notification listed here will be based off of notifications generated from the Workforce Management system. The notifications are app notifications and will show up in the phone drop-down menu, and it will also bring you here to the notifications page of the application. This has been a training on submitting all-day requests, partial day requests, and viewing notifications for the Me mobile app. If you have any questions, please contact your team leader.